Right, how's it going, guys? Simon here with another Kaladesh Draft. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and start off with the Thriving Grubs. Super aggressive creature. It's very easy to win by going aggro in this format, so I think that's the pick here for me. I really do like Cloud Blazer, but I don't want to pick a two-color card. I like Screecher, not as much as the Thriving Grubs, though, so I think it's a pretty easy pick. We'll start there. Okay, so got some options here. I do like the Filigree Familiar. I also like the Glint Sleeve Artisan. I think those are the two picks. We could go Familiar. It's pretty much going to make our deck no matter what we play. The Artisan is a better card in my opinion. Let's stay open. I think let's go with the Familiar. Actually, I really want to draft just a really aggro red-black deck, preferably. So now I think what we've got here is a choice between Dund Operative and Doorbuster. You know, Dund Operative is very, very good. So is Doorbuster, obviously, but this card is excellent. It's hard to say. It's hard to say which one's better. I have a real soft spot for Dund Operative, so I think I'm going to take it here and just go as aggro, low cost as I can, and just hope to win that way. The other thing is it also has synergy with our Filigree Familiar. Okay, so a couple choices here. We could go with a Subtle Strike, Spontaneous Artist. There's actually a Blossoming Defense in here, which is probably the best card. We may want to go with that instead, rather than sticking to our red-black guns right off the bat. But I wouldn't mind a Spontaneous Artist, wouldn't mind a Subtle Strike. Fourth pick, Blossoming Defense. It's probably a Signal. Let's take it and see what happens. Okay, it looks like it was just a false signal. Possibly. I guess we don't really know just yet. I do like the Goggles, do like the Artist. I may actually want to go with the Goggles here. Is that right? No, we might actually see Goggles later on. I think I'm going to take the Artist. Once again, just trying to go very aggro. Okay, so options here. Weldfast Monitor, I think, is probably the strongest card and exactly what we want to be doing. I do also like the Eddie Tail Hawk. I do like the Lawless Broker, don't like the Rats, and of course I love Fixing, but I think Weldfast Monitor is the strongest. Okay, so now we have another chance at Inventor's Goggles or a Cathartic Reunion. I kind of like the Goggles. I think this is a very powerful card, and it works great with our Dund Operative. Alright, so choices here. Got the Wayward Giant. Could also go Ruinous Gremlin for the side. I think we can probably find another Ruinous Gremlin later, and I don't want too many of them. I will play a Wayward Giant, though. I think we'll just take the Speedway Fanatic. There's not really anything else here for us. Ice Swirl Harrier isn't pulling me into white, so not really excited about that card, but we'll take it. We'll take the Giant Spectacle. We're probably not going to play it, though. Ideally, we won't play it. But I have heard differing opinions about whether or not it's good. I don't want to, as much as I want to grab that shiny island, I don't want to pass any red. Okay, so crazy late white. Like really, really late white. So maybe that is where we want to be. I'm taking the Ibex just because it has synergy with our other cards. It doesn't mean a whole lot to me. Or the Sky Swirl doesn't really mean a lot to me. I think it's a solid card. But Ibex is just one cheaper and it has synergy, so I think it just wins out ever so slightly. So that was interesting. We passed the Artisan. It didn't come back around. We didn't really see any other incredibly powerful white. We saw, what, the Eddy Trail Hawk and those very, very late, the Ibex and the Sky Swirl. That was it, though. So let's see. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are placed on a permanent you control, you can pay one to make a servo, and then you can proliferate. So we don't have a lot of ways to make +1/+1 counters, so I think that's probably out. We know that white seemed pretty open. Black didn't seem very open at all. We may want to take the Sky Whaler shot and just hope to get some better cards back around. I think easily the most powerful cards in this pack are the Sky Whaler's Shot, the Restoration Gearsmith, and the Animation Module. And I like Sky Whaler's Shot a lot. Like, a lot. I think this is a really good card. So I think I'm going to take that. We just have a... Oh, wow. Look at this pack. So we really have our choice here. I think our best bet... honestly, I think White-Red is open. I think White-Red is going to be the most open. I want to take Unlicensed Disintegration. It's a stronger card than Motorist, I think. But I think ultimately we're going to get the most out of White-Red. So that pushes me more towards the Veteran Motorist. That means that we're going to need vehicles pretty badly. But this is definitely a very, very aggressive card that gives you a lot of value. Lots of good cards in that pack. That was incredible. Okay, so now we have the choice between a Pyrohelix and an Infiltrator. Right now our removal isn't looking super great. So I think I'm going to err towards the Pyrohelix. Well, you know what? I did just say we want vehicles. Could take the Dragster. It's got haste. You crew it with the Veteran Motorist, it gets +1/+1. It's a 7/2. Do I like that over a removal spell? Probably. Let's take it. Just in case we open Dipala. I feel like every time I've been like, ooh, I should do this thing because maybe I'll open a Dipala. There's always a Dipala in Pack 3. It's crazy. So we have a choice here between Servo Exhibition, Eager Construct, or Herald of the Fair. I do like Night Market Lookout as well. It's hard to say exactly where we're supposed to be right now. But I think that our White-Red is certainly the most powerful, and I kind of want to stick with it. Servo Exhibition is a pretty good card. I'm not insanely impressed with it. There is Shrewd Negotiation. I don't think we're taking that. I think I'll just take the cheap card here. I like the Infiltrator quite a bit. I think that's a pretty easy pick. I don't like Decoction Module as much as Fabrication Module. This might just be a Built to Smash pick here. I don't want another Ibex. Seed Sculptor is the best card in here. Yeah, we'll just take a Built to Smash here. I like another Thriving Grubs. Definitely liking that. Just as aggressive as possible. Super aggro, 2-drops. Just beat people's faces in before they have a chance to recover. You know, I've heard some people flip-flopping about Spark. And at first I was like, oh yeah, that's a good card. And then I never played it. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I think it's actually bad. I guess I was the one flip-flopping, really. But I'm hearing a lot of people say that it's actually a pretty cool card. And since I haven't really given it a chance, well, you know, Fireweaver does actually work pretty well with Goggles. Ooh, and it's an Artificer? Yeah, let's just take the Fireweaver, I suppose. It works really well with Servo Exhibition. We definitely want the Sky Skiff to go with the Motorist, so I think that's a pretty easy pick. Salivating Gremlins is pretty good too. Just because we have so many artifacts in our deck already. But I really just want more vehicles. So just to get an idea of what our creature curve is like, I'm going to go ahead and take out some of these non-creatures, just kind of set them aside for a second. Doesn't look terrible. So we have a choice between a 9th Bridge Patrol or a Wayward Giant. I may just want another Wayward Giant. I know that's not aggro, but I'm not insanely high on 9th Bridge Patrol. It can be good. It can definitely be good. Maybe I should just take it. It's good with all our little wimpy guys. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. I'll give it a try. Spireside Infiltrator is a good pickup here. Night Market Lookout is a legitimately good card. I'll take the Torch Gauntlet. We might play it. Probably not with the Inventor's Goggles. But if we pick up some random artifact synergy, we'll want it. We'll pass the Wily Bandar. Pass the Cat Monkey. Let people know we're not in green. Not that it really matters at this point. So I would like to say I hate Fateful Showdown. I think it is like the worst card ever. I tried to play it, and it literally just screwed me every time. So I'm not going to take it here. I think it's a very bad card. I'm going to take the Aviary Mechanic instead. I could also take the Salivating Gremlins. That might be better. It'll wheel. It'll wheel. So we'll take this. We need some removal, so I think I'm going to take an Impeccable Timing here. Yeah. Be nice to see a Revoke Privileges. Maybe a Pyro Helix. Dipala, obviously. Or a Renegade Freighter. I don't think a Renegade Freighter would go this late. But there's a possibility. Ask and you shall receive. We're definitely taking this. This is crazy. That's funny how that works, isn't it? It's like whenever you're saying stuff like that, it just kind of happens. So yeah, taking that over the Pyro Helix. Okay, got a couple choices here. We could go with the Hawk. Could go with the Infiltrator. Now that we have 3 vehicles, I'm really liking another Infiltrator. Because this can be our late game plan. You know, once all of our creatures get blanked, we can just be tapping Infiltrators with our vehicles. Just crewing our vehicles over and over again. So definitely like the Infiltrator here. Even though I love the Hawk. We have plenty of 2-drops anyways. Look at this. Now we have our choice of removal here with Furious Reprisal and Pyro Helix. I really love Reprisal. I think it's a 2-for-1 a lot of the time. Yeah, I think I'm going to take it over the Pyro Helix. That's not right. Maybe that's not right. Yeah, I think I like Furious Reprisal. It makes up for the fact that we have so little removal by hitting 2 things. It'd be nice to get a Pyro Helix back, but that's not going to happen. Let's be real. There's nothing here. In retrospect, I think, well, it might have been better to go red-black. There's a lot of really good black here and literally no white. I mean, there's this Cabal. Good splash for this, I guess. It's a possibility. Wayward Giant. Fill out the curve a little bit. Incendiary Sabotage is interesting. Hijack might go better in this sort of deck. We could take Sabotage for sideboard. We have a lot of artifacts we could sacrifice. I think we'll play the Gremlins, probably, over something else. It's crazy to see a Voltaic Brawler go that late. Late Screecher. Do we want another Infiltrator? Probably, right? Yeah, I think so. Ooh, get the Pyro Helix back. That is amazing. Herald of the Fair. I may actually play that over something. Ruinous Gremlin. Yeah. This is really coming together at the last second. Get rid of this Puzzle Knot. I don't think I want that. I want to play all our vehicles. I want to play all our removal. So that makes us choose between Built to Smash and Inventor's Goggles. I do like Built to Smash. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? All of our things already have Trample, so. I guess works with the Filigree Familiar. Weldfast Monitor. It's a good trick, too. +3/+3 for 1 is pretty crazy. Not a ton of synergy with Aviary Mechanic. I think we're getting rid of Thriving Ibex to start. Okay, let's go ahead and group these separately. So, just looking at it now, this deck looks pretty sick. Is there any one of these I want to get rid of? Oh, we have a ton of creatures. We have 18 creatures. Maybe 4 Spireside Infiltrators is too many. You know, I'm not a huge fan of these cards. What if I just went like this? If I take this out, then Gremlins gets a ton worse. Maybe we don't need 2 Wayward Giants. Take out a Wayward Giant. Maybe that's too many. Herald of the Fair is kind of meh. It's not that crazy. Let's do that, I guess. Just play it like this with 16 lands. I actually like that. This looks pretty good. Yeah, this deck is looking pretty sick. Super aggro. Okay. I think I'll go 10-6. Yeah, I like it like that. Alright, if you enjoyed the draft, make sure to like and favorite. Hit subscribe as well. And see you in match 1.